Alright, so we're going to talk about the Radio Master. This is the ELRS, and we're going to be adding the 4-in-1 module to it. And we're going to use that to bind to a Mini-Z race car. So we'll get into it. So if you've already got the 4-in-1 Radio Master, you can skip ahead on how to bind it. But if you have the ELRS, first you're going to need to take this off. Or actually first you'll need to find this part that came with it. This is the part that will actually plug into your radio here. This little guy comes off. Relatively easy. This will work its way in there. It's got these two compression clips on either side, but just do your best to line the pins up. So it's got 8 pins or 10 pins, however many pins. 10 pins. So you're gonna stick that in there. So I just kind of seat it lightly, and then I'm gonna kind of press evenly down, so that motion was kind of a pivoting motion. Anyway, that snaps into place. Then you've got your 4-in-1 module. So if you're anything like me, you're probably new to Radio Master, and you saw this, or you pull this out of the package and you're like, oh, what the hell, I ordered the wrong thing. It's kind of what I thought. You didn't. There's only one. You read everything correct. All this comes off. So let's see. I think we just slide it forward, and the module comes off. I'm not sure what this is for. But in any case, you'll notice that you've got all those holes there and all those pins there. So as you can probably guess, it does have these two, sorry, hard to keep this in focus, these two things here, which will mate up to those slots right there. So you can see where the pins line up into the slots, and then you can slide it back and that'll lock it in place. So I'm just going to, let's see, kind of get that lined up. Kind of hard to do on camera here. Okay, so now we've got the pins in there. You can see that that's sliding, and now we have the slots, so we'll just have to slide it back ever so slightly. The rails and everything should keep everything pretty safe, so you won't have too much of an issue connecting this. Once it's in there, it's in there pretty good. This does come with an antenna that you'll probably want to put on there, and it looks like this thing needs to be charged externally. So yeah, that's how you attach it. So that part's over. We'll go ahead and turn the radio on. And let's see, so we're gonna go to system. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're gonna go to model. So I'll just scroll down to something I'll never use. So I believe, we'll just go ahead and create a model. Alright, so model 21. So once we have a model, we'll go over, or page over. Now in setup, you can scroll down, and you will notice that the external RF is off. So of course this is your external RF, so we're going to turn that on to multi. So this is your multi-module, and this is where you're going to choose your protocol. So if you're binding to some other receiver, this is where you would choose it. You'll have to look up on their list or whatever to find out which one. But for this video, we'll be using the Mini-Z, Kyosho Mini-Z, I should say. And conveniently, it has its own little thing in here somewhere. Okay, looks like they are alphabetical. So there's Kyosho, and the subtype or the protocol is FHSS. So now we have this enabled, and I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but this actually turned on. So let's see. So you can see this is not illuminated, but now it is. So pretty cool. Unfortunately, that took that away. So we'll just scroll back through there real quick. All right. Right, perfect. So Kyosho. Alright, and that's pretty much it. If you're planning on doing more than one of these, you'll want to, so receiver 00, you'll probably want to change this to 01, 02, etc. And then if you use your wheel there, you'll just go over to bind. I guess you can change the channel amount if you want to. I'm sure these things only have a couple of channels, maybe one's for lights or something, if you wanted to limit that. I'm not sure exactly what the benefit is of that, but if you scroll over to BND or bind and hit it, you'll notice that this starts flashing. So of course this is now trying to bind. Let me set this down for a quick second. So on your Mini Z, you will notice, let's see, somewhere on here. Sorry, these are so small. I'm trying to look at it. There it is. Okay. So that is a little bind button hiding in there. So that's right next to whatever port that is. So that's going to be your bind button. Now, if you're like me, you might think you turn the car on, hold the bind button, and you're good to go. Unfortunately, that didn't work for me. If you press it, it even acts like it's gonna bind. Oops. Doesn't like that. So if I press this button and hold it, try to. You know what? Actually, I think a toothpick's gonna be a better option here. I'll be right back. Alright, that was quick, right? Right. Okay, so if you hold it down, it is already bound. Damn you. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Because I had bound it to a different profile, it was already bound. In any case, so this is signifying that the car is not bound. If you have the car turned on and you press this, it will look like it's going to bind, but for some reason it doesn't. So you'll notice that quick flash, which is normally good to go. I don't know why I went into this, but anyway, what you want to do is you want to turn the car off. If you can get that switch. And then you want to hold the bind button when you turn the vehicle on. Which, again, toothpick looks like a pretty good tool. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get this. So I'm gonna hold this bind button, then turn it on, and we'll see that it's flashing, right? And it's flashing for an extended amount of time. So now we're just going to go over to our bind. And it's still flashing. Now we'll just hit bind, right? Nope, that's... Here we go, bind. Okay. So I think I might have missed the window of opportunity there. Sorry. Oh no, we did get it. Okay, sorry, so it did bind. So yeah, now you can see a solid LED. It is bound. However, of course, your channels are mixed up because it uses a standard configuration. So what we'll have to do with that is we'll go back to model, and we'll page over to inputs. So we got throttle and steering, of course, and I believe we will just swap these somehow. Sorry, it might be, maybe it's over here. Yeah, okay, so, sorry, let's do mixes. Actually, I wonder if we move. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Okay, all right, so you can just move those to swap them, and it looks like that works. All right, so now we have the proper channel orientation, and we have throttle, we have reverse, and we have steering. So yeah, that's it. That's how you set those up for the Mini Z, and how to use the 4-in-1 module. Hope that's helpful. Sorry, I literally just did it once last night, and I'm not very familiar with the radio, but I couldn't find any quick videos or good videos on how to do this, so hopefully that helps somebody. Thanks for watching.